And then that'll be it. And so far it's quiet, and I think they're here. I think it's nice now.
Hello, sir. Can I help you?
What's that?
Can I help you?
I was looking around. Just
Can I ask why you're filming our facility?
looks pretty cool actually because of the wash and everything. Kind of curious of how this whole thing began, you know.
Okay. You want to come up here and chat with me a little bit?
Do
you mind?
Am I detained or?
I just need to talk to you because you've been filming our officers in and out, so I just wanted to
And I can't do that?
with that. Huh?
And I can't do that? I mean, I was in a public area, so.
Okay. What's your name?
I don't want to give you my name unless I'm being threatened of arrest, so. Am I under arrest or is it?
You're not under arrest. What's your name? Why are you filming our facility?
I just told you, I like the history around this place right here.
Okay. Well, while you're talking to me, you got a baton here. I'm just going to hang on to it.
Why are you touching me?
While I'm talking to you, okay?
Why are you touching me?
It's for my safety while I'm chatting with you.
Well, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm not going to do any harm with you guys.
Okay.
So, what's the badge number?
It's 51079. And what was your name?
What was your name?
It's Sergeant Buchanan.
Badge number?
I already gave it to you.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's get straight into this story, because what starts as a normal day quickly turns into a shocking example of how power can be misused. A man stands calmly in a public area, holding a camera, simply observing his surroundings and recording what he finds interesting. There is no shouting, no threats, no suspicious behavior, just curiosity and quiet confidence. Yet within seconds, that calm atmosphere begins to crack. Officers approach him with suspicion instead of understanding, treating his camera like a weapon and his presence like a crime. From the very first minute, authority replaces logic and control replaces conversation. This is where the story truly begins, not with violence, but with unnecessary doubt.
What's your name and badge number?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
What's your name and badge number?
Sure. My name's Officer Apodaca. My badge number is 100040.
Alright. I just want to know why she touched me.
I just walked out here. I don't know what's going on.
I'm just over here doing a story.
Okay.
Trying to, you know, in a public area, try to record everything around here. I mean, I saw this wash right here. It's pretty cool. You know, I don't know what this whole thing started. Like the wash is being here or the police station was here first. That's all I was trying to figure out, to look around in public areas.
Okay.
So you touching me, I want to know why. Because you think I'm a threat? Because I'm doing the story, or?
You've got a baton on your hip, sir.
Yeah, it's for protection, not from you guys.
That I'm safe and that you're safe. We don't have any
trust me,
issues.
that's why I'm right here,
Okay.
you know, away from you.
You know the house counter is from the west?
Can you explain to me why you're filming over here?
They're from the west. It's a white house.
Because I like to film in public areas, so public area, right?
Okay. Well, I'm going to detain you right now. So we
Oh my God.
investigate, okay?
Really?
I don't know what's going on.
In a public area, I'm being detained. Now my
We're going to
backpack's...
figure that out. I don't want your camera to get broken. I'm just going to hold on to it. I'm recording this incident as well.
There's breakable stuff in there, you know that, right? I have more cameras in the backpack.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. In a public area.
We'll figure out what's going
But
on.
right now I'm detaining you until we figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm going to hang on to this while I'm talking to you.
Alright, dude, I can still searches and seizures.
Alright, he's going to hang on to your backpack. We're going to walk up here.
I'm not going to say any searches and seizures.
Okay, I'm not searching you. I am going to pat you down for any further weapons. Do you have any more weapons on you?
I have 3 boxes in my backpack just because of the skin on the front.
We're going to check, make sure.
Can you put it this way, please?
Yeah, you got it. Mine's pointing this way too.
As the conversation continues, simple questions start turning into pressure tactics, and polite curiosity becomes an excuse for interrogation. The man explains himself clearly, saying he is interested in the history and structure of the place, but his words are ignored. Instead of respecting his boundaries, an officer touches him and takes control of his belongings without proper justification. His refusal to give personal information is treated like disobedience, and his calm tone is mistaken for resistance. The situation escalates quietly, without yelling, without chaos, but with growing tension. Every second, trust disappears and authority tightens its grip.
First Amendment Auditor or something?
Public areas. That's what I was doing.
I hear you. I'm a Vikings fan too. I know it doesn't mean much to you right now, but
It's the first time I've ever been detained. So what's the issue here?
Well, you're on our facility. You're videotaping
I
police
wasn't on the
operations.
facility, I was in a public area.
So
I wasn't in the facility, I was in a public area.
I was told you were over here standing on our property filming
So this sidewalk over there?
Over here, yeah.
I know the sign is right there, but I didn't go past the sign.
Okay.
So
we're going to review our cameras, and if we got some wrong information, and that indeed is the case, and as I understand it, you might be out of handcuffs here in a second. But it sounds like a crime was reported to us that you were trespassing on.
I was not trespassing.
Okay, well that's what was reported to us, right?
I didn't go past the sign.
So we got to investigate it if it's reported to us, right? We can't take anybody's side in anything like that. So that's why you're detained today.
Okay, I know you guys got cameras everywhere, so check those.
I'm going to be checking them. I don't know how to work the system, but I'm going to find somebody who does. And we're going to be working on that. Okay.
What's your name, sir?
I'm not giving them a name.
Okay.
I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
Nothing wrong.
Okay.
Right here, man. If you're just out here filming, it's obviously a public area.
So can you
you're
go
right.
back there to track?
So the track is public as well, but
Yeah.
what it sounds like was reported to my sergeant is that you were on our private drive past the no trespassing signs.
While you're detained, I'm going to go verify that information, okay? I'll be right back, okay? Proceed to stand by.
And back there, I was lifting that up so I could look over the wall.
Sorry, say it again?
I lift that up so I could look over the wall. That's about it.
Look over this wall or?
All over here,
Okay.
where the track is.
Okay.
Without clear proof or confirmed wrongdoing, the officers decide to detain him, placing handcuffs on his wrists before checking any facts. His camera is taken under the excuse of safety, and his backpack is searched under vague suspicion. In that moment, a law-abiding citizen is transformed into a suspect, not because of evidence, but because of assumption. The investigation begins only after punishment has already been delivered. This reversal of justice shows how easily procedure can be ignored when power feels threatened. What should have been a simple conversation turns into an unnecessary restriction of freedom.
I hear you, man. Like, you're able to do your First Amendment Auditor thing, man. I don't have to talk to many people out here that have done that at this station, and we've had no problems. Sounds like what was reported to us is it was a crime. If there was no crime actually committed, and it was a misunderstanding or miscommunication on our part, then we're going to apologize and take you out of handcuffs in just a moment. Okay?
First time being in handcuffs, actually.
Sorry, what's that?
This is my first time being in handcuffs, actually.
Okay. Hopefully it's just for another minute.
I've been the one on downtown, the major one.
The main station, yeah, 270 South Stone.
Yeah, they don't do shit like this.
I hear you, man, and it sounds like we wouldn't be putting you in handcuffs if we didn't have the report that you were trespassing on the private drive.
I did not whip out the sign.
This isn't anything that we're saying you did, but we, for whatever reason, have had people try and sneak in that drive. We had somebody a couple months ago. We don't know how they got in our secure lot, but they were in our secure lot, like walking around and scoping out our cars and stuff like that. But they weren't on the cameras. They had either jumped over the back wall or snuck in through one of the gates, but they had been there. We reviewed cameras for hours. He had been back there for like 3 hours, like hiding under cars and stuff like that. So we've had security issues here, which is obviously concerning. I'm not saying you did any of that, but you can understand like how that kind of puts us in that frame of mind when we get, hey, there's some dude walking in a private drive back here. Hey, now he's out front, and my sergeant came out to talk to you for that reason.
So what's that private property line at? I know there's a track, and there's just like a little bit of dirt right there. side. Is that your property too?
Next to the track?
Yeah, next to the track, like
I just
like
talk to
dirt?
people out there. I don't really push it. But if they're out like on the private drive walking, I've stopped people trying to come in our gates many times.
That right here. I'm talking about this corner.
Do you want me to pick that up so it doesn't get damaged? Yeah, you got it. Is there a way for me to set this up so I don't have to?
Yeah, just put, you have the 3 legs right there?
Oh, these are 3 legs?
Yeah.
Now that the man is restrained, the officers begin explaining themselves, mentioning past security incidents and previous trespassing cases. They talk about people sneaking into private areas and hiding near police vehicles, using these old stories to justify their present actions. Fear becomes their shield, and history becomes their excuse. Even while admitting that he does not match those past threats, they continue holding him in cuffs. Instead of correcting the mistake immediately, they double down on their reasoning. The damage has already been done, and now they are trying to protect their image rather than his rights.
Like just pull it out.
Well, that's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't have the 3 rocks in my back. Yeah, it's like
Well, it's not going to fall over like that, right?
No.
It's fine?
That's fine.
Okay. I don't want to damage anything. Do you think that's okay?
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this all went away. It's a little bit of dirt right there on this track right here. Is your guys' or?
Which area are we talking about?
Well, I can't remember the point because it's like this area right here.
On the back side there?
Yeah, where the gate is, but on the back of the
So it's technically all
Like a track.
property of the facility of the city of Tucson.
The track is?
But as far as, not necessarily the track,
Okay,
but I'm
that's how it
talking about
was.
specifically like this private drive and
this
like
right
once you
here,
go through
I
the
was
gates.
behind the sign.
Sorry, what's that?
I was behind the sign, this side right here.
Oh, behind the sign this way or behind the sign that way?
That way.
Behind the sign on the.
Yeah.
Alright, it sounds like once we clarify that, we'll take you out of cuffs in just a moment. I'm fine with you walking around the whole station, filming everything. It sounds like we had a report that you were on a private drive.
Obviously, she was a little aggressive.
Sorry, what's that?
I said, obviously, she was a little aggressive.
Okay. Like I said, man, I had just walked up, so I don't really know what happened before I got there, right? I just heard her say on the radio she was out with somebody on the front gangplank or bridge or whatever, and I just came out here to make sure she was okay. I didn't know what was going on. So whatever she got before I was involved, she got
Her
before
my stuff, she can't do that. Unless she has probable cause.
What's that?
Unless you grab my stuff, you can't do that.
Well, you can be detained for reasonable suspicion, but
What's the crime, though? That's my
trespassing.
question.
That's what we had reported to us.
That's trespass.
Well, if
Have it all
you
on camera,
indeed did
too.
not trespass, or even if you did, we might just warn you. If we look up on cameras, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying.
And I was pretty much up the curb.
For instance, we looked on cameras and saw you. Oh, you were actually past the sign. You were close to the.
Another sign.
I'm just giving you for.
As time passes, confusion begins to spread among the officers themselves. Property boundaries become unclear, witness statements lose certainty, and confidence starts fading. They review cameras, exchange quiet conversations, and slowly realize that the original report may have been wrong. The tone changes from authority to hesitation. Meanwhile, the man remains patient, respectful, and cooperative, even after being treated unfairly. The more evidence is reviewed, the weaker the case becomes. This is the moment when accountability should step forward, but instead, silence fills the space.
Since we're just having a conversation, right? So, we end up talking to our witness or whoever told us about this, and they say, "Oh, he was past the thing, he passed the sign." We look at video cameras, you're past the sign. We might just tell you like, "Hey, don't do that again."
With the modern handcuffs, I can show you guys where I was.
Okay. I hear you. We're trying to talk to the witness to try and speed that up. We're trying to get you out of cuffs as soon as possible. Yeah.
So, sir, how are you? Okay. Name and badge number?
Huh?
Name and badge number?
41820.
Thank you.
It's Officer Dial, like the soap.
So he was just doing the First Amendment Audit, just walking around filming. what, at least as I understand it, was reported to Sarge is that he was on the private drive back here.
I was behind the sign.
So, yeah, I told him if he indeed was behind the sign, we're going to take kind of handcuffs for this moment.
Sounds good.
Just so you know where we're at.
Nobody come here like this?
What's that?
Nobody comes here with a camera like this?
It has happened from time to time, yeah. And we let them film. I've had people.
Obviously not.
Well, like I said, it wouldn't be a problem if we didn't have the report that you were on the private drive. Because I did explain to you earlier that we had people try and sneak in there, and we had that dude hang out back there for like 6 hours.
I'm gonna do it with the camera and broad daylight.
Dude, you would be surprised what I've seen people do in broad daylight.
There must be
We just came from a call. A guy was hit a girl in the elbow with a bat after she came at him with a knife.
Well, it was last month or so we had a dude come in here and try to hit the officer on the other side of the glass, smashing all our windows.
Yeah.
So
that's overdose, not a camera.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Eventually, the truth becomes impossible to ignore. The man never crossed into restricted zones and never violated any rules. He stayed on public sidewalks and followed the law the entire time. The so-called crime never existed. What caused this entire situation was misinformation passed through the chain of command and accepted without verification. Handcuffs are removed, belongings are returned, and freedom is restored. But no official apology can erase the embarrassment, stress, and loss of dignity he experienced. Justice arrives late, after the damage is already done.
I don't know you, do we?
But like I said, sir, I'm sorry I didn't catch your name, but like I said,
I didn't get it.
Okay. Well, that'd be why. So like I said, if everything you're telling us is true, then you're going to be out of cuffs, but we had to report the crime, so that's why you're detained, sir.
Alright, is this your earpiece? I'm gonna just put this in your bag. I'm not looking inside or anything. I'm just putting it in there for our safety. Okay? So, turns out that it was misinformation on my part and miscommunication. It sounds like you were on the sidewalk and you weren't on our property, so I'm gonna let you go. You're free to leave.
See this, guys?
Honestly, man, you didn't really pick a good day anyway. We're closed.
I know.
We don't do anything.
This final moment exposes a much bigger problem within the system. A simple "sorry" replaces real accountability, and no one faces consequences for violating someone's rights. Qualified immunity shields mistakes and protects careless decisions. Citizens are left with frustration, while institutions move on unchanged. This is why knowing your rights matters, why recording matters, and why speaking up matters. Because today it was one man with a camera, and tomorrow it could be anyone. Until responsibility replaces excuses, stories like this will continue to repeat.